Hello, everybody. Happy New Year's. Yay! Realistically, I probably will not make it to midnight. Leah has been a little sick. She has this weird fever and it won't go away, but she doesn't have any other symptoms. She's not throwing up. She's eating fine. She's sleeping fine. She doesn't have a sore throat. She doesn't have sore ears. So I have no idea what it is. I'm not really too concerned. I just keep an eye on her. I did call the pediatrician and they said, you know, give it a day or two and we'll see what happens. And we'll go from there. But I'm wondering if it's her molars coming in. But anyway, hello everybody. I am currently uploading a video, so if I start lagging, you guys need to tell me because I'm uploading a video on the Surface. I'm filming today from the cell phone. Hello, Roberta. Happy New Year. So let me know if it starts lagging. But I did just upload, well, it's uploading now. You guys will see it soon. A video that I did some coloring of some images. These Hero Arts ones. Hello, Carolyn. Happy New Year. And I did some coloring comparing the Zig Clean Color Markers. Hi, Heidi. Against the Artezas. Hello, Anne-Marie. But we got a new contender in the pile here, which are these Craftian Premium Brush Pens. Hello, Angela. And there will be a giveaway on these brush pens, and I think you guys will be pleasantly surprised with them if you haven't seen these out there yet. Yes, Angela, I love Fairies because of Leah. You know, when you have a little girl, it kind of softens you, I think, a little bit. Well, definitely softened me because I was a tomboy, so having this little girl has definitely introduced me to dolls and fairies and all things I paid no attention to when I was growing up. So it's like having a second childhood for me. Hello, Anne. Oh, I'm so glad to see all you guys. So I will be working tomorrow, unfortunately, but it's only a half day, so not a big deal. Okay, so we're going to make this really quick and easy. I have these two items which I colored and cut out with the die cuts. By the way, as of yesterday, this Hero Arts kit is still available. Let me show you what it is. It's at heroarts.com. It's the December My Monthly Hero. They will release next month's kit here next Monday, I believe. Right, Angela? But it's a very nice set, and it has the fairies, and I like that it has all of these little dandelion images, the mushroom, the little mouse. Here's another sleeping fairy, some little ladybugs here, so you don't have to just use the fairies. I think the floral images are very cute as well. And then it comes with all of the dies, which you can see I took a piece of magnetic paper back here and just kind of stuck all my dies on there. And then I keep all of these inside the sleeve, and I did get 2 extra add-ons. I got this fancy die, and I got the little boy and girl. And then Hero Arts sent this little thank you mouse, which is so cute because it matches perfectly with the other mouse. So I love it. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys how to make this card. It is so super easy. You guys are gonna be like, what? When you see how easy it is, because you know me, working, super mom, all that stuff. I like to make it quick and easy, but doesn't it look fancy? Doesn't it look like I spent so much time? Right, Angela? All right, so Angela, do you recognize this background paper? Okay, so is the Brutus Monroe Watercolor Galaxy paper. It's pretty heavy duty. You get 24 sheets, 2 of each 12 designs. And it's literally 2 things that I put on this card, guys. So, ooh, I kind of like that one. We're going to go with that one this time around. This is so simple, guys. And this paper is, it's kind of got a glossy look to it, but it's very heavy-duty cardstock. This is not a flimsy, thin cardstock. And this is, it looks like it was watercolored or colored with maybe alcohol inks. And then they went in, and I think they digitally added the stars, the white specks. Maybe it was all digital and they printed it. I don't know. All I know is it looks cool. This is from Brutus Monroe. So you can, and I'll link this for you guys. You can go to Brutus Monroe and get this. I'll link it for you guys. So all I'm going to do is, this is so simple, guys. I have a piece of black cardstock here. And I'm going to take my trimmer and I'm going to cut down this galaxy piece. And just going to take this add-on fancy die, and this is called Fairy Window Fancy Die. And this is from Hero Arts. And I kind of want the stars to be the focal, so I'm going to cut this down to 5.5 by 4.25. So 4.25 this way. And then 5.5 this way. Okay, so that's the background. It's all done. And then I have a piece of regular black cardstock cut down to the same size. I have a card base already made up. Let's pick the card base that's the right size and not the one I cut too short. Okay. All right, so you guys can see this is going to be so super simple. So I'm just going to take this black piece, plain black cardstock, nothing fancy about it. And I'm actually going to use the metal shim adapter on my Gemini Junior for this, just because it's such an intricate die. And we're going to use a little Post-it tape. And actually, since I cut it, it should fit exactly against the die. I know, I'm doing it a little backwards here. Just because I don't want it to shift. I'm just kind of wrapping that Post-it tape. Don't worry, it'll cut right through it. Okay, so the Post-it tape is wrapped on the die. We're going to do cutting plate, metal shim, paper, die, magnetic plate, magnetic shim, milky plate, and then our top plate. We're going to run this through our Gemini Junior real quick. Hi, Mary. Okay. I am using Post-it tape. It comes on a roll, but it's like 3M, you know, your sticky note Post-its. You guys will see that this will literally fall right out of here. And I normally just shake everything off right into the trash can next to me. I'm going to show you guys here how easy it all comes out. Now, some of these bigger pieces, just because it's so intricate, you want to be careful with pulling those out. We don't want to rip off a fairy wing or something. So just real careful. Now for the wings, I just kind of flick. And tiny little pieces all come right out. Now, you can choose to put double stick adhesive on the back of this before you cut it out, or run it through the Xyron. Excuse me, got a little tickle there. Personal preference. If you want to use spray adhesive, you can do that. There are these two very, very tiny little pieces here in the wings. And you can see I'm not using any poker tools or anything special here. Just kind of rolling that paper very gently through my fingers or flicking at it. And I think we got it all. Oh, one little piece down here. All right. And then I'm just going to scoop up all of these extra pieces and put them in the garbage. All right, so that was so hard to do, you guys. Oh my God, I'm so tired. I don't know what else I'm going to do tonight. So we're just going to glue this down. I need to open the other bottle of glue. I'm getting lazy. Hello, Karen. Hello, Mary. Yes, Happy New Year Eve. New Year's Eve. So we are just going to glue down our background piece. Very simple to do. Okay. And then if you wanted to put a sentiment on here, like I did, you can stamp the sentiment on there. I think I'm going to leave this one blank because I want this one to be ready, and then I can stamp the sentiment either on the outside or put it on the inside. But at this point, I just want to put it in my card stash. So on the back side of this, and this is just that Post-it tape. You can take it off or leave it on. It's not going to hurt anything. Personal preference. Comes right off, so no big deal. I'm just going to glue over it. So I use the MMH glue on the bigger pieces. Metal under the plastic. Well, on your bottom cutting plate, I usually do the metal. I put the die right on. I put the die right on the metal plate when I'm cutting through. I'll show you that sandwich in 1 second. Debbie, I hear ya. Let me glue this on, and then I'll show you the sandwich again. So I take the MMH glue, and anywhere that it's larger, I just stuck a pin in this, and it's not coming out. All right, here we go. I do the MMH glue. Now, this glue dries very quickly, so you don't want to spend too much time messing around with it. Any place that's larger, and it does dry clear, so you don't have to worry about any of it oozing out. And because this dries pretty quickly, you can just stick it down and it'll be good to go. Now, if there's any of the fine or delicate areas, I do have this glue. I don't know if Stampin' Up! Still carries this or not, but it has this super applicator tip. And I just go around and put a light bead of glue around the edges. And any adhesive you have will work. Just make sure that it dries clear. Like I said, you can run it through your Xyron. You can do the spray glue. And I do a little bit like on the wings where it's a little extra delicate. There's another little fairy / butterfly thing up here. Okay, and then that's it. And then I very gently flip it. And I line it up. Try not to wiggle it too much. And then I put a heavy block over it. Boom. That's it. Yeah, if anybody wants to give Hero Arts a heads up, I'd love to be on their design team. Although I'll never be as good as like Jennifer McGuire or Yana Smikula. Okay, so let me show you the sandwich I used on my Gemini Junior here. So when I'm doing a normal die cut, what I usually do is, I'm just going to slide this out of the way so it dries. Over there. So I have one plate that's my cutting plate, and you can tell because it's all bowed and beat up, and it doesn't hurt anything. There is a little kind of divot there in the center. But you're supposed to take these plates and cut one side and then flip it over and cut the other side. All right. Then I normally put my piece of paper, whatever I'm cutting, down. And then I will Post-it sticky tape my die down. Okay. And then I would normally do the magnetic shim, the milky shim, and then the top cutting plate. And you can see my top cutting plate has not been cut into. I try to keep this one pretty straight. It's clear for the most part. But this is my plate I try to keep straight, okay? So run that through and it cuts. Now, if I'm doing intricate die, and honestly, that's 99.9% of my cutting right there, that sandwich there. If it's a super intricate die, tiny, tiny pieces, even like this one here, we can actually, let's demonstrate this one. I will put the little thin metal shim underneath. Now, I will tell you this metal shim bites. See, I put washi tape around the outside edges because it has cut me, and I literally left it in the drawer for 6 months because I hated it. And then somebody gave me the idea to put washi tape around the edges. So since then, we have become friends. So I put my cutting plate down, then I put the thin metal, and I put my paper down, put my die down, put a little bit of washi tape or post-it tape on there to hold it in place. Go right to the edge with this one. And then again, put my thin magnetic sheet, my milky plate, and my top plate. Let's run this through. And you guys will see. And then the post-it tape comes right off. Sometimes it leaves a little residue piece. You can just pick it off. It's not going to hurt anything. And then if you have one of those brushes, you can get all the little pieces out, or usually just tapping it on the edge of the trash can. You guys can hear me doing that. And most of the pieces will fall right out. And then this die is an edge die, so it doesn't cut completely out. But I can show you here what it does. And you can see there's only a couple little pieces which will usually fall right out. So Gemini Junior, by far the best thing I've gotten since my Big Shot, which my Big Shot is well over 10 years old. It's probably 15 years old. It's so old, it's a big kick. It's not even a Big Shot. It's the big brother to the Big Shot, before the Big Shot was even born. Okay, so there you can see, super intricate, very easy to do. And then you just put adhesive on there and put it on a card. All right. All right, so now back to our little fairies, our little fairy friends. So then the only thing you want to do now is, if you wanted to stamp your sentiment. I would probably do like silver or white heat embossed on this one. And then I like to take a little shimmer. I have a little Wink Stella or whatever you have for your shimmer. And then I gently just brush over the wings. And when it dries, it gives them a really light hint of shimmer. And I also do this little fairy butterfly thing, whatever it is, up here in the corner. And bam, we have an instant fairy card. And it wasn't even that hard to do. We literally cut out 2 pieces of paper. So I will link that Brutus Monroe paper for you. But I'm pretty sure this die is still available on Hero Arts. This other card I made, I wanted to show you guys, came with the little mushroom. I colored and cut that out. I cut out the little mouse and stamped them. Now what you guys can't tell is, well, now you can tell, is this paper is shimmer paper. Do you see that? And I had accidentally inked this paper, see up there? But I didn't want to throw it away because it's a nice piece of paper, and I was like, how am I going to reuse this paper? And yes, I could have used it to die cut something, but what I did was I took some shimmer sprays, so I have like Tattered Angels shimmer sprays, and I sprayed the background with some blues, some different colors of blues, and then down here I sprayed a little green, so it almost looks like it's raining. And then I stamped the flowers in the background with Hero Arts. I think it's Hero Arts or Lawn Fawn, one of those in a light gray color. And I just took my markers and colored it in, and cut this out with the dies, the matching dies, and just glued that on there. Stamped him on, colored him in. And I think this will make a cute, like, get well card because it's kind of rainy, but, you know. Hi, Bonnie. Angela, I use 2 shimmer pens. I use either the Wink of Stella or I also use the Spectrum Noir shimmer pens. Either one. I think you get more in the shimmer pens. And by the way, when these start to run out, you just take it apart. And I just take it and I pull this little black thing out with tweezers and I put some more water in there. And see, there is plenty of shimmer left in this pen. See all that built up in there? So you can reuse these pens a couple of times. Oops, you guys are talking too fast. Yeah, the book, Debbie, to me is a little backwards with the cutting because they say the way they do it is they put the die face up. So am I back? Am I back? Am I back, guys? Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I was afraid of that. We had Leah using the internet. We had my laptop using the internet and phone. So we've shut down the laptop and we've shut down Leah watching her TV shows. So sorry about that, guys. So what I was showing was the way that it is in the book. For the Gemini is the way that they do it is they do it a little differently than the way I do it. They do it, their sandwich, I would say, like upside down. You can do it either way, but they do their die face up, and then they do the paper cutting upwards, where I do mine cutting downwards. So they do it upwards, and then they put their metal plate on, and then their magnetic plate, and their shim, and their cutting plate. So it's just personal preference if you want to do your dies facing up or face down. I'm used to doing face down on mine. Uh-oh. Are you guys losing me again? Is it lagging again? I don't know. We should be okay, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, some of you guys might have to go out and come back in. I'm so sorry for that. I will tell you, I did order a new Wi-Fi router, so hopefully we won't have any more of those issues. All right. So, any questions on the 2 cards we made tonight? And then this one I just kind of glued on, and I think I'll do the same idea with this. Just probably do the same kind of scene and put the little fairy there. And that one. Can I show the other side of the metal plate you washi? Oh yeah, sure. And I actually have 2. The other one is the same. It never cuts through. It just makes these indentations. This is about the consistency of a soda can. If you were to cut a soda can, this is a little thicker on that. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to finish uploading the other video on the Craftian markers so you guys can see that. But I just wanted to show you these cute fairy cards. And if you haven't gotten it, it's still available. It's the Hero Arts kit. I will link it for you. I will also link the background paper that I got from Brutus Monroe for you guys. Yeah, and it's cute for this time of year. Okay, guys? keep on stamping. Happy New Year. If you like this video, you can scroll up, give it a thumbs up. Keep watching, because I will have the crafty and marker videos coming up, and there is a giveaway. We are super close to 6,000 subscribers, and Craftian sent me a set of markers to give away to you guys. So that video will be uploading here shortly. Keep an eye out for that, and you guys have a safe and wonderful New Year. I love all of you guys. Keep on stamping. Have a good night. Bye, guys.